Hello, hi, welcome everybody to this brand new summer session from Khan Academy. Now, I hope you guys are very excited because summer means musty and we are going to do some musty with math, right? So, tell me quickly, how many of you are very excited to play with numbers today? Come on. I can see your comments from right here. And first of all, can you hear me properly? Can you see me properly? No technical issues whatsoever. Give me a thumbs up in the chat window and tell me everything is fine. Yeah? All right. I can see. Oh, Tuni is here. Hello. Hi. Soumya Ranjan is here. Hi, Soumya Ranjan. Hi, Namita. Hi, Amrita. Hi, Amarpal. Hello, Rani. Hello, everybody. Okay. I can see everything's fine. Awesome. Let's get started now. All right. Now, first things first, the agenda for this session is, yes, musty with numbers, and it goes both ways, right? So, what we're going to do is, I will show you some things and you tell me what you like, okay? And we will solve questions, we will go for quizzes, we'll see who is the fastest. So, tell me, have you got your pen and paper ready? Notebooks, pen, everything ready? Yes? Yes. All right. Let's get started then. So, first things first, for those of you who do not know me, well, I'm Anushri and I am an IIT Kharagpur graduate. I have been teaching math and physics for the last 15 years. And I love seeing how you guys get the concepts, apply the concepts, score marks, right? So let's get started. Now, we from Khan Academy have worked really hard for these sessions. So here we go. Let me show you the schedule first. All right. Now, this is the English session schedule. So you will see that every Saturday is when we're meeting, right? Every Saturday, 11 o'clock for grades 6 to 8. And then from grades 9 to 12, the session is from 12:30 Saturdays, right? Now, these are English sessions. And we have Hindi sessions also going on. So if anybody is comfortable in Hindi, you go to the Hindi channel and you will find Hindi sessions on Wednesdays, all right? Wednesday evenings. So everybody clear with that? Yes? All right. Now that schedule's out of the way and everybody is clear, we are meeting every Saturday. Come on, let's get started. Let's go to Khan Academy website. Okay. Now here, tell me, how many of you have already been working with Khan Academy website and the app and you've been learning and you like it? Do you like it? Huh? Tell me. Okay. I can see. Yes. Sanjay, Pradeep, hello. Hi, Raghav. Of course you like it. Yes, I can see that. Okay. All right. Anushima says yes. And oh, so many people. All right. You the chat's going crazy and I can see only a few names. All right. But I love this. I love the energy. So let us go ahead. Now, for those of you who do not know how to go ahead, log in, let me tell you very quickly. You can ask for your login info from your class teacher, right? Your class teacher will give you the login. That is going to be properly, totally yours, nobody else's, right? So you can change your passwords and you can keep it yourself. And you can go ahead, practice whenever you want. You can watch videos whenever you want. Everything, all the videos and quizzes and practice sessions and worksheets, everything is absolutely free of cost. All right. We at Khan Academy want to make sure that quality education reaches every student free of cost. Okay. So if your friends don't know this, tell them. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get started now. Here I am at the Khan Academy website, and this is the first page that you see, right? This is the explore page. Explore means you can just go ahead and explore anything, right? So here today we are going to be learning about algebra, right? So the thing is, what is the logic behind everything in algebra is what we are going to cover so that your fundamentals are solid. Because if your fundamentals are solid, you can go ahead and go and build on top of it in further grades and you get excellent at it, right? Tell me. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and start with algebra. So, I go to grade 7 here and you see that when I reach any grade, all the chapters are listed on the left side, right? So, all of these chapters are here. Now, we want to go to algebra. So, we go to this chapter right here for algebra, correct? Okay. We go to algebraic expressions. And now, what I'm going to do is here, see the entire chapter, and that happens with every chapter. Entire chapter is divided in terms of concepts. Okay, so for every concept, there are certain videos, and then after you watch certain videos, you can go ahead and do the worksheets, and then you can go ahead and do a quiz, and then you feel very solid in that chapter, right? Tell me, are you guys ready? So we start with the first video, okay? Yes? Ready? Give me a thumbs up in the chat. All right, all right. Bright. Okay, Bright Ray says, what is algebra? All right, yeah. Very important. So, algebra is part of math or the branch of math where we use variables. When we don't know what the quantity is for any given value, say for example, weight of a person or height of a person or population of a country, right? That keeps changing. So what we do is we put a variable on it and then we say, all right, it is a variable. By definition, it varies, its value changes, and then we figure out how those values change, right? That's the basic of algebra. All right, now let's go ahead to the first concept video. Okay, now the rule here is, let me tell you quickly, the rule here is when I play the video, I will not be speaking. Okay, so then I will ask you in my own gestures whether you're able to hear properly, whether you're able to see properly, all is good or not, and you can tell me. Yeah, keep giving me that feedback so that our loop is good. All right, let's get started now. So here we have the first video here, right? And as you can see, here we go. Now, the video is on terms, factors, and coefficients. So whenever you have any algebraic expression, what are the terms? What are the factors? What are the coefficients? Ready? Okay, I'll play the video now. All right, remember the rule. So, here we go.
What I want to do in this video is think about how expressions are formed and the words we use to describe the different parts of an expression. And the reason why this is useful is when you hear other people refer to some expression and say, oh, I don't agree with the second term, or the third term has 4 factors, or why is the coefficient on that term 6? You'll know what they're talking about and you can communicate in the same way. So let's think about what those words actually mean. So we have an expression here, and the first thing I want to think about are the terms of an expression, or what a term is. And one way to think about it is a term of an expression are the things, or the terms are the things that are getting added and subtracted. So for example, in this expression right over here, you have 3 things that are getting added and subtracted. The first thing, you're taking 2 times 3, you're adding that to 4, and then from that you're subtracting 7y. So in this example, you have three terms. The first term is 2 times 3. The second term is just the number 4, and the third term is the number, or is 7 times y. Now let's think about the term factor. And when people are talking about a factor, especially in terms of an expression, they're talking about the things that are getting multiplied in each term. So for example, if you said, what are the factors of the first term? The first term refers to this one right over here, 2 times 3, and there's 2 factors. There's a 2 and a 3, and they are being multiplied by each other. So here you have 2 factors in the first term. What about the second term? The second term, right over here, this was the first term. The second term here has only 1 factor, just the 4. It's not being multiplied by anything. And the third term here, once again, has 2 factors. It's the product of 7 times y. So we have 2 factors here. We have a 7 and a y. And this constant factor here, this number 7 that is multiplying the variable, also has a special name. It is called the coefficient of this term. Coefficient. 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 And the coefficient is the non-variable that multiplies the rest of the term. That's one way of thinking about it. So here's 7y, even if it was 7xy or 7xyz or 7xyz squared, that non-variable that's multiplying everything else, we would consider to be the coefficient. Now let's do a few more examples. And in each of these, I encourage you actually right now to pause the video. Think about what the terms are. How many terms are there in each expression? How many factors in each term? And what are the coefficients? So let's look at this first one.
All right. So till now, did you understand what it is, right? We're talking about terms and then factors, right? So till now, tell me, everything's clear, right? I am going to start the video again. And these videos are made by Sal Khan himself, right? The founder of Khan Academy. So, are you guys ready? Yes? Everybody is understanding everything? Okay, awesome, awesome. All right, you guys are on fire. I can see that. Let's go ahead and continue. Okay. And as I said before, Hindi sessions are on Wednesdays. I take complete Hindi sessions there. All right. These sessions, yes, they are in English. Okay. Don't worry, but we are talking about language of numbers. Language of numbers, everybody understands, right? Yes. Okay, okay, let's get started now. So here we go.
It's clear that we have three things being added together. This is the first term, this is the second term, and this is the third term. So this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term. And they each have two factors. This first one has the factors 3 and x. The second one here has the factors x and y. And this third one has the factors y and z. Now, what are the coefficients here? Well, remember, coefficients is a non-variable multiplying a bunch of other variables. And so here, the coefficient in this first term right over here is a 3. Now, you might be saying, well, what about the coefficients on these terms right over here? Depending on how you think about it, one way to say is, well, xy is the same thing as 1 times xy. So some people would say that, hey, you have a coefficient of 1 here on the xy, or it's implicitly there. It wasn't written, but you're multiplying everything by 1. And that might be subject to a little bit of interpretation one way or another. Now, this one is really interesting because if we look at the bigger expression, if we look at the whole thing, it's clearly made up of three terms. The first term is xyz. The second term is x plus 1, that thing, whole thing, times y. And then the third term is 4x. And if you look at that level, if you look at the first term and you say, well, how many factors does that have? Well, you would say that it has three factors, x, y, and z. How many factors does the second term have? Well, you could say, well, it has two factors. One factor is x plus y, and then the other factor is y. It's multiplying the first factor is x plus 1, and the second one is y. It's multiplying this expression. This expression itself, the smaller expression itself, is one of the factors, and the other one is y. And then this third one also has two factors, a 4 and an x. And if someone said, hey, what's the coefficient on this term? You say, hey, look, the coefficient is the 4. Now let's look at this one over here. Actually, before I look at that one, what was interesting about this is that here you had a little smaller expression itself acting as one of the factors. So then you can go and then zoom in on this expression right over here, and you can ask the same question. On this smaller expression, how many terms does it have? Well, it has two terms, an x and a 1. Those are the two things being added or subtracted, and each of them have exactly one factor. So when we're giving these, you can keep nesting these expressions to think about when you talk about terms or factors of terms, you have to really specify what part of the nesting you're thinking about. If you're talking about the terms of this whole expression, there's 1, 2, 3. But then if you go, you could look at this sub-expression, which itself is a factor of a term, and say, oh, well, there's only two terms in this one. Now let's look at this one. How many, how
All right, all right, all right. So till now, everybody understood what is factor? How many terms are there, right? So what do? When there are plus or minus signs between the variables, then we say, yeah, those are terms. Why? Because terms are separated by plus or minus sign, correct? But when there are factors, Factors are multiplied. That means the number that is multiplied to the variable. Understood? Very, very simple, right? Okay. Now, a lot of you might be confused. What grade is this? Well, let me tell you, grade 6, 7, 8, this is combined session because the concept, I am telling you what the basic concept, what we're doing is revising the basic concepts. Right now, we are learning a little bit of class 7. Then we go ahead, learn a little bit for class 8. And then you will see that all of these concepts build up on top of each other. Make sense? Yes? All right. All right. Let's start with this again. Okay. So till now, everybody understands? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you are understanding what is a term and what is a factor. Correct? Okay. All right. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. All right. Now, let's go ahead and start. Okay.
How many terms? Well, once again, there's clearly three. Actually, let me add one more because I'm tired of expressions with three terms. So I'm just going to add a one here. So now we clearly have four terms. This is the first term, second term, third term, fourth term. And how many factors are in each of them? Well, this is interesting. You might say, well, the factors are the things that are being multiplied, but here I'm dividing by y. But remember, dividing by y is the same thing as multiplying by its reciprocal. So it would usually be considered to have three factors here, where the factors are 3x and 1 over y. If you multiply 3 times x times 1 over y, you're going to get exactly what you have right over here. So you would say this has three factors. If someone asks, what's the coefficient here? Well, you'd say, oh, that 3 is the coefficient. Here, how many factors do you have? And this is a little bit tricky because you might say, well, isn't 5x squared times y, isn't that equal to 5 times x times y? And you'd be right, and so it'd be very tempting to say that you have four factors, but the convention, the tradition that most people use is that they consider the exponent of, with x as a base, as just one factor, as just one factor. So traditionally, people will say this has three factors. It has a 5, x squared, and a y. X squared is just considered a factor. And once again, what's the coefficient? It's the 5. So with that in mind, how many factors here? Well, you have three factors here. You have an x, you have a y squared, and you have a z to the fifth. And then finally, this last term, it's a constant term. How many factors does it have? Well, it's just one. It's just got a one sitting there. It's not being multiplied by anything.
All right, the video is done and we understand how to write factors, right? But we still have to solve questions, right? Because as soon as we watch a content, as soon as we understand a concept, it's a very, very good idea to go ahead and solve some questions. So are you guys ready? Yes, let's go to the exercise now. And I told you, be ready with your pen and notebook. So here we start, okay? Now, let's go ahead, get to the exercise. And in this same page, as soon as I went back, right, I landed back on the same page. And here I have the next exercise. So, terms and coefficients, just going to solve questions based on what we learned. Okay? All right? Ready? Yes? Okay. All right. Here we go. Now, ready to practice? Here, let's go. I am going to display the first question and tell me what the answer is. Quickly, quickly. Let's see who gives the first answer. Yeah? Come on. I know you guys know this already. All right. So, what is the coefficient of y square in minus 5y square? So, what is coefficient? Coefficient is the number that is multiplied to variable. Correct? Okay, all right. So what is the coefficient? Yes. I can see you guys are answering very correct. Oh, okay. So Shreyan says -5 and JNV. All right, -5. Raman says -5. PS says, oh my God, the chart's going crazy. Yes, I can see that. Everybody gets -5, right? Yes. Which number is multiplied to the variable? That's exactly what we need. Coefficient is -5. That is multiplied to what? Y square. That's it. Simple, right? Okay. All right. Everybody got it? Yes. I can see that. You guys are crazy efficient, aren't you? Yes. All right. Let me go ahead and click the right answer. So answer is option D, -5. Here we go. Go for a check. And just like in any question and exercise, you can always check your answer. Correct. Awesome. And now you can go ahead and look at the step-by-step solution also if anybody had any confusion. All right. Very, very easy. Here you go. This is the step-by-step solution, which is simply one line, right? This was easy. All right. All right. Ready for the next one? Next question? Yes? Okay. All right. Let's see who gives the answer first. Okay. Here we go. This is the next question. What is the coefficient of y square in 5y square minus 2y square? Now it's a little tricky one. What is the coefficient of y square in 5y square minus 2y square? Oh, minus 2y. All right, all right, all right. My bad, my bad, my bad. Okay, 5y square minus 2y. This is the expression. All right, all right, all right. What is the coefficient? Yes, exactly, exactly. I can see that. 5, right? Or I can see 3. Uh-huh. Somebody saying 3 here, somebody saying minus 2 here. Okay, okay, okay. Let's see, let's see. Okay, all right. So there are 2 terms here, right? How many terms are there? All right, no worry, no worries. What, see, what? There are 2 terms here. Why? Because they are separated by negative sign, minus. So, if there is minus or plus between terms, they are separate terms. So, now I have one term as 5y square, another term as minus 2y. So, coefficient of y square will be what? Coefficient of y square will be number multiplied with y square. And what number is multiplied? 5. So, coefficient of y square is 5. What is the other one? The other one is coefficient of y. So, coefficient of y will be how much? It will be the number that is multiplied with y. Exactly, exactly. I can see you guys can get it. So, coefficient of y is minus 2 because the number that is multiplied with the variable here is minus 2, right? Okay, all right, all right. So the answer over here is 5. Yes, I know you guys get it. We want coefficient of y square. This is the coefficient of y square. Answer is 5. So option number C is the answer. All correct? Yes? All good? Everybody gets it? And are you guys having fun or not? Because masti to is compulsory, yeah? I mean, masti is compulsory. So tell me, having fun? Yes. Okay. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and write it. The answer is 5 over here. And we go for a check. Awesome. All good. And now let's go to the next question. Yeah? Ready for it? Okay. Next question. Now, here is the question. State true or false. You have to state true or false. B is a term of the expression AB plus C. So, is B a term of the expression AB plus C? Yes? True or false? Is B a term of the expression AB plus C? Yes? True or false? Come on, come on, come on. I can see. Oh, mixed answers here. All right, all right. Some are saying true, some are saying false. Okay, I can see Aman is saying false, Poonam is saying false. But all right, Shubpreet is saying true. And who else? Oh, Shrina. Okay, you guys are, it is, chats are going crazy. Okay, Divya is saying true. And Suraj is saying true as well. All right, all right. Who is saying false? Who is saying false? Uh, Ashweta is saying false. All right, all right. Oh, wow. Okay, a mixed response, right? So how do we figure it out? How do we figure out what is a term, right? As I said, terms are separated by what? Plus or minus, right? So terms are separated by plus or minus sign. That means here, what are separated by plus or minus sign? Let's check. We have AB as one term and C as another term because the expression is AB plus C. So now tell me, what should we write? Huh? True or false? Let's try one by one. Yeah. So, should I put false over here? How many say false? How many say false? How many say false? Should I say false? Okay, let's put the answer. Why? Because we want term. Term over here is A, B, and C. Do you see B as a separate term? No, we don't, right? So here we go. Let's put it. We go, we put the false, and we check, All right. So here we go. Correct. Right? So how do we check for terms? Which are terms? Terms are the ones that are separated by plus or minus sign. That's it. That is it. Right? Got it? Okay. All right. All right. Good. So false is false. And we go ahead with the next one. So ready? Everybody understood? Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Next is another true or false question. So you have to state whether this is true or false. And the question is, x is a term of the expression x square plus 10. All right, all right. X is a term of the expression x square plus 10. Is it true or false? The expression contains how many terms? Two terms, right? So true or false? Come on, come on. I can see. Okay, okay. So here PS says false, Shevan says false, and Pradeep says false. Okay, all right, all right. Shubhendu says false. All right. Sasmita also says false. Aman says true. Okay. Lalit says true. And Jitendra says true. Okay. What else? What else? Renu says false. Christian says true. What is it? True or false? Let's go ahead and apply the basics again. What is the basic? The terms are always separated by plus or minus sign, right? So here we go. What are separated by plus or minus sign? किनके बीच में plus or minus sign है? So here we go. We have x square and we have 10. That's it, right? Two terms. Two terms. And do we see what these terms are? One term is x square. Another term is 10. Do we see x separately? X is a term. No, x is not a term here, right? X is not a term here. X square is a term here. Do you see that? Yes, yes. So it is true or false? It is false, right? Let's check our understanding. All right. So here we go. Check karte hain, and we have true or false. Do you want me to check true first or false first? What should I check? Huh? Okay, mixed responses here. Let me check true first. Why not? Right? See, when we get an answer and we check, we figure out if it is right or wrong. Right? True or false? Okay. I'm going to go put the false over here because again, we are looking at terms and X is not a term here. Right? Do you understand this? Go for a check. Awesome. All good. Right? Okay, okay. Now that we've understood what is a term and what are coefficients, terms are separated by plus or minus sign, and coefficients are numbers that are multiplied to variables, right? Simple. So let's go ahead and go for the next level. Are you guys ready for the next level? Yes? We go up one level more. Okay? Yes? All right, all right. Let's go ahead and let's get here. So now we go ahead and see how to add or subtract algebraic expressions. Okay, so I'm going to go back to explore page and I'm going to go over a little bit higher, a little one grade, and go to 8th grade. Okay, ready? Yes? All right. Algebraic expressions and identities. Why? Because we are doing algebra, right? Okay. अब आ गए algebraic expressions and identities में, right? So we have adding and subtracting algebraic expressions. How to add and how to subtract. And again, I'm going to play the video and you know the rule, right? What is the rule? When I play the video, I do not speak because the video is speaking, right? So I do not speak, but I will ask you if you're understanding, if you're hearing everything, everything's good, and what will you do? You will tell me because feedback's good, right? You tell me if you're understanding everything, if you're hearing everything properly, okay? Rule correct? All right. I go to the video. Adding polynomials. How to add polynomials. Here we go. And I'm starting the video.
We're asked to simplify 5x squared plus 8x minus 3 plus 2x squared minus 7x plus 13x. So really all we have to do is we have to combine like terms, terms that have x raised to the same power. And the first thing we can do, we can actually get rid of these parentheses right here because we have this whole expression and then we're adding it to this whole expression. The parentheses really don't change our order of operations here. So let me just rewrite it once without the parentheses. So we have 5x squared plus 8x minus 3 plus 2x squared. If this was a minus, then we'd have to distribute the negative sign, but it's not. So plus 2x squared minus 7x plus 13x. Now let's just look at the different terms that have different degrees of x. Let's go start with the x squared terms. So you have a 5x squared term here, and you have a 2x squared term right there. So 5 of something plus 2 of that same something is going to be 7 of that something. So that's going to be 7x squared. And then let's look at the x terms here. So we have an 8x right there. We have a minus 7x, and then we have a plus 13x. So if you have 8 of something minus 7 of something, you're just going to have 1 of that something. And then if you add 14 of that something more, you're going to have 15. So this is going to be plus 15 x. 8x minus 7x. Oh, sorry, you're going to have 14x. 8 minus 7 is 1, plus 13 is 14. Plus 14x, that's these three terms. 8x minus 7x plus 13x. And then finally, you have a negative 3 or minus 3, depending on how you want to view it. And that's the only constant term. You can imagine you could say it's x times x to the 0. But it's a constant term. It's not being multiplied by x. And that's the only one there. So minus 3. And we've simplified it as far as we can go. We are done.
See, did everybody understand what's going on in the video? How to add algebraic expressions? Yes? It is very, very easy, right? Come on, give me a thumbs up. Tell me, did you guys understand this or not? Because next thing what we're going to do is go to exercises. And again, the rule there is to just take the question, solve it as quickly as you can, and answer. And I will look at your answers. Your charts go so crazy. Sometimes I'm not able to speak a lot of names, right? And I saw one of you, Nisha, I think, saying, "Ma'am, I'm answering, but you're not speaking my name." Don't worry, don't worry. If I'm not speaking your name, does not mean that I'm not looking at the answers. Okay, the charts are just going very crazy. Okay, all right, all right. Now, let's go ahead and add polynomials now. Okay, so the basic idea is to just go ahead and add the like terms, right? Okay, okay, all right. Um, Here we go. This is the exercise. And are you guys ready? So, adding algebraic expressions. Okay. Now, this concept will be useful for you in all the grades, right? Because this is the basics. ये हमेशा आपके काम आएगा because again this is the basics, right? Okay, ready to practice? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, first question here. First question is add. Your answer should be in an expanding expression, and we are adding these two expressions, right? So minus 5a cube minus 2a square plus 6a cube plus 9a square plus 8a. So come on, let's add. Tell me what the option correct is. The correct option over here is A, B, C, or D. Yeah? I will wait for you guys to answer. Come on, quickly. Let's see who answers first. All right, I can see Shruti Kumar Behra, option C. Okay, all right. Bidiksha says option C. All right. Manan says option C. Utash says option C. Darshan says option C. All right, all right. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy good. Everybody's getting the answer, right? All right, all right. Nirmala says option C. Amrita says option C. Pradeep, Raman, Aman says option C. All right. Okay, okay, okay. I'm good. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if it is C, right? Okay. So, minus 5a cube minus 2a square, and that is being added to over here. Minus 5a cube minus 2a square is being added to 6a cube plus 9a square plus 8a, right? So what do we write? What do we add? We add like terms. Like terms means the variable and the power are both the same, right? So over here, a cube's term will be added to a cube's term, right? So minus 5a cube plus 6a cube will be 6 minus 5, that is 1. So 1a cube. And then we go ahead and add the other like terms. That means minus 2a square will be added with 9a square, correct? Why? Because a square ka term and a square ka term will be added. Make sense? Okay. So minus 2a square plus 9a square, that means 9 minus 2, that is 7. So 9 minus 2 is 7. So plus 7a square. That is the second term. What next? What next? Do we have a's term over here? No. But here we have. So we say, all right, 8a is left over. It's standing. We take it. So we have now plus 8a with it. And what do we get? We get a cube plus 7a square plus 8a. Make sense? Yes? So what's the answer? Option C. And here we go. A cube plus 7a square plus 8a. Option C is the correct answer. And the concept is simple, right? Tell me if everybody understood this properly. Everybody understood? सबको समझ में आ रहा है? Yes? Okay. All right. All right. Option C. How do we add? We add like terms together. Correct? Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. Mark the option. Option C is the correct answer. And we go ahead and check. Go for a check. All good. All good. Yes? Okay. Okay. I can see you guys are understanding really, really well. Now, ready for the next one? We go to the next one. And again, same thing. Let's see who answers first. Okay. So, here we go. Next question. Ready? Everybody? Okay. Here we go. Now, here adding two expressions. दो expressions को add करना है. So, what do? We add these two. Which is the answer? Tell me. Option A, option B, option C, option D. Yes? Okay, okay. I can see answers are coming. Divya says A. Ashi says B. All right. Shubhresh, okay, C. Divyanshu says D. Okay, okay. So many different answers. A lot of people are saying B. A lot of people are saying D. Charts are going crazy. You guys are crazy good. All right, all right. Let me see. Let me see. What's the answer here? So what do? We add like terms together, right? Come on, come on, come on. Let's see. Minus t cube plus 5t square minus 6t plus what is the next one? The next one is 8t square minus 8t, right? So what do? We add terms containing t cube together, t square together, t together, and then constants together, right? Okay, all right. So we have t cube here, but there's no t cube here, right? So what do? We say minus t cube as it is. Then we have the next one, minus 5 or plus 5t square and 8t square. So 5 plus 8 gives me exactly 13 plus 13t square, correct? And then we go ahead, add the terms of t. So we have minus 6t and minus 8t. So what do we write? Minus 6 minus 8 gives me minus 14. So minus 14t. And that's it, right? The answer will be minus t cubed plus 13t square minus 14t. And we have minus t cubed plus 13t square minus 14t, which is option number C. Correct? Yes? I can see everybody got answer C. Okay, Tapan got, Rajesh got A. Rajesh got C. All right, Amita got C. All right. Wow. Okay. Prakash got C. Bhavya got C. Haha. All right. Sushmita got C. Sumanta got C. All right. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Everybody's getting it. So tell me, is this clear? Did you guys understand this? Yes? Everybody's clear? How do we add? We add the like terms together. That's it. So t cube term plus t cubes term we add. And then t square ka term and t square ka term we add. Right? T's term we add. That's it. Simple. So let's go ahead, write the answer and go for a check. Here we go. All good. Okay. Now we have done addition of algebraic expressions. Are you guys ready for subtraction? Yes? Because subtraction again, the same way we do it, right? We subtract, we group like terms together, right? Addition or subtraction, doesn't matter. We add like terms together, subtract like terms together, right? So ready for subtraction? Yes? Yes. Give me a thumbs up if you guys are ready for subtraction. We'll go and we'll watch another clip. Okay? So here we go. And now here we have subtracting polynomials, and I know, you know the rule now. I'm going to start the video, and as I start the video, I am not going to speak because the video is speaking. So I will ask you with gestures whether you are understanding everything, whether you are getting everything. Yes, hearing everything, sound is good. Tell me sound is good in the video. Okay? Yes? All right, let's get started. Here we go. Starting the video now, subtracting polynomials.
Simplify 16x plus 14 minus the entire expression 3x squared plus x minus 9. So when you subtract an entire expression, this is the exact same thing as having 16x plus 14, and then you're adding the opposite of this whole thing, or you're adding negative 1. You're adding negative 1 times 3x squared plus x minus 9. Or another way to think about it is you can distribute this negative sign along all of those terms. That's essentially what we're about to do here. We're just adding the negative of this entire thing. We're adding the opposite of it. So this first part, I'm not going to change it. That's still just 16x plus 14. But now I'm going to distribute the negative sign here. So negative 1 times 3x squared is negative 3x squared. Negative 1 times positive x is negative x, because that's positive 1x. Negative 1 times negative 9. Remember, you have to consider this negative right over there. That is part of the term. Negative 1 times negative 9 is positive 9. Negative times a negative is a positive. So then we have positive 9. And now we just have to combine like terms. So what's our highest degree term here? I like to write in that order. We have only one x squared term. Second degree term, we only have one of those. So let me write it over here, negative 3x squared. And then what do we have in terms of first degree terms of just an x to the first power? Well, we have 16x. And then from that, we're going to subtract an x, subtract 1x. So 16x minus 1x is 15x. If you have 16 of something and you subtract one of them away, you're going to have 15 of that something. And then finally, you have 14. You could view that as 14 times x to the 0, or just 14. 14 plus 9. They're both constant terms, or they're both being multiplied by x to the 0. 14 plus 9 is 23. 23. And we're done. Negative 3x squared plus 15x plus 23.
All right. So easy to subtract, right? Did you guys understand this? Yes. Okay. All right. And Jayashri, answer the next one and I will take your name. Okay. All right. Now, let's go ahead and go for exercises. Come on, let's solve some questions and we go for it. Yes? Are you guys ready? Okay. All right, I can see the enthusiasm here. We are having fun. Now tell me, how many of you guys are having musty with math? Yes, musty with math, right? That's what we're doing. Math, musty, and more musty. Okay, all right. Let's go. So we are back at subtracting polynomials. And now the rule is simple. I show you the question and you answer. Yes? Okay, all right. Come on. Ready? First question. Here we go. Here's the first question. We have to subtract here. Your answer should be in a simplified form. You have to subtract this polynomial by this polynomial. So, minus 8y square minus 9y. That's the first one. Minus 8y cube plus 9y square minus 5y. So, be careful. Positive negative signs का mistake होता है. So don't do that. Right? And let's go ahead. Start. So what's the answer? Okay, Aradhya says B. Kutu Behra says B. Okay. And who is Selvaraj? Ram says D. All right. Who else? Ajita says. Oh, Ajit, what's your answer? Darshan says A. All right. Athar says A. Oh, Athar saying B. All right. Ram says D. Yes, you got it. Lakshmi Priya says B. Jayashri says A. And now we have Sharmila says A, B, C, D. Sharmila, what's your answer? You can't say A, B, C, D, no. All right. What's the answer? Let's see. So what do? We go ahead and subtract. Subtract like terms, right? So first things first, we have to write the signs properly. So I'm going to write it here, the expression, and then we go minus 8y square minus 8y square minus 9y as it is. And then we go and go here. Okay. So minus 8y square minus 9y. And then we have minus of minus plus. Right. Two negatives together give us positive. So here minus, when I open the bracket, I get minus as plus. So plus 8y cube. Then I'm opening the bracket. So I have a minus here and a plus here. So a minus and a plus gives me minus. So minus 9y square. And then for the third term, I have minus here and minus here, minus, plus again. So plus 5y. That's it. And now we go ahead and resolve it, right? Very simple. The only thing between positive subtraction and addition is that you open the brackets according to sign. That's it. Once you have opened the brackets, it's all fair game. We're just doing the same thing, right? Same thing. So here as well, we take like terms together, right? So like terms together, minus 8y square, and we have minus 9y square. So minus 8y square minus 9y square gives me what? It gives me minus 8 minus 9 minus 17. So minus 17y square. What else do we have? We have a lone y cube ka term, right? So plus 8y cube. Is there any other y cube ka term? No. There is no other y cubes term, right? So plus 8y cube remains as it is. We have plus 8y cube. And then what do we have? We have y's terms. So minus 9y plus 5y. These two are terms of y. They go together, right? Like terms. So go y cube terms together, y square terms together, y terms together, and then constants together, right? Okay. So 8y cube minus 17y square. Then we have minus 9y plus 5y. So minus 9 plus 5. How much is that? Minus 9 plus 5. Minus 4. Right? So minus 4y. And that's it. We're done. Right? So here we go. plus 8y cube minus 17y square minus 4y. That is the answer. And we get option number A as the correct answer, right? Yes, yes. Are you getting it? Yes, option A is the correct answer. All right. What is the answer that you guys are getting? Come on. Okay, I can see. Oh, wow. Okay, so the chat is going crazy. I can see that you guys are getting the answer. And tell me, how many of you guys are understanding? Yes, everybody? Everybody got it? Should we lock it? Should we lock it? Yes, let's go ahead and lock it. So I'm going to go ahead, put the answer A as the answer, and let's move on. So option number A, and now we got to check, right? What if we made an error? So let's check, let's check, let's check. Oh, good. Awesome. We're good to go. So now you understand how to subtract, right? Okay, that's it. Open the brackets with sign and then you do the same thing. Regular life, that is, take the like terms together and simplify. Okay? All right, all right. Aditi, do you understand this? Yes? Yes? All right. Let's go to the next question. Are you guys ready? Ready for the next question? Here we go. Here we go. Next question is we have subtraction question. Your answer should be in simplified form 5b cube plus 9b plus 4 and then minus 9b minus 4. So what is going on here? Huh? Okay. um Chiranjeev Padam says ABCD. Oh, guys, come on. That is cheating. You can't give ABCD as the answer. Yes? So, tell me, what is the answer? A, B, C, or D? Okay? One answer. Yes. No cheating, no cheating, no cheating. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. So, Divya says D. Darshan says D. And now we have Amrita says false. Okay. Mintu says A. All right, all right. Rita says B. Okay. Jubrat says C. All right, all right. Naveen says A. Okay, okay. Naveen's A. Nidhi. All right. What else? What else? Aman says C. Jayashri says B. Okay. Jayashri Satpati says B. Let's see. Okay. What are we doing? Again, the first thing in subtraction, you open the brackets, right? We open the brackets with sign. So let's go ahead, write it. The first one as it is, because 5b cube plus 9b, 5b cube plus 9b plus 4, correct? And then the next one, we have to open the brackets with sign because there is a negative sign, right? So minus 9b, and then we have minus minus here with 4. So minus minus becomes plus, and so we have plus 4. Okay, all right. Now it's simple. We pluck the like terms and add. So B cube terms. How many B cube terms? Only one, right? B cube is alone. So here we have 5B cube. As it is, we write 5B cube. What else? What else? B square. Is there B square? No, there is no B square. So we let it go. And then, is there B? Is there B? Yes. Okay. 9B and minus 9B. Oh, see, plus 9B and minus 9B will get cancelled out, right? So what do we get? We get 9 minus 9 as 0. So we have plus 0b. Okay, b is also gone. What next? What next? Now we have plus 4 and plus 4. Plus 4 and plus 4 gives me plus 8. So plus 8. And what are we left with? We can write it as 5b cube plus 8. Right? That's it. That's it. That's it. So what do we get? We get 5b cube plus 8, right? Okay. Now we go ahead, answer. And what is the answer? 5b cube plus 8 is option number B. So everybody who got B, come on, go ahead, pat yourself on the back. You got the right answer, right? And anybody who did not get B, did you guys understand? Yes? Everybody's understanding? सबको समझ में आ रहा है? Yeah? If you are, give me thumbs up. Give me something here. Yes, you guys are understanding and having fun, right? Okay, all right. Now, here we have in this session, see, we have gone ahead and practiced quite a few questions, right? Let's go for a check here. Yes, we're good to go. We're good to go. But this is not where it ends, right? As soon as the session ends over here, you guys can go ahead and check the link in the description. You will find exercises because when we learn math, when we learn concepts, practicing is important, right? Practice, practice, practice. That's what makes you have fun with math. So, this was one kind of fun. After this, you guys go ahead, go to the link in the exercises. It's there in the chat window also, and it is there in the description also. So, when you go for the link, click on the link, you will find exercise for grade 6, exercise for grade 7, exercise for grade 8. So, obviously, if you are in grade 6, you go for the exercise of grade 6. If you are in grade 7, you go for the exercise in grade 7, right? On if you want to do all the exercises, be my guest. I'll be very, very happy. You can do all the exercises, right? It all depends on what you want. So, okay, I can say blink. Okay, blink. Are you understanding? Yes? Jayashri, did you get it? Yes? Everybody gets it? Yes? You guys have been so good. You guys have understood so well. And you guys have had so much musty, right? Let's go back. Let's go ahead. And now, slowly, we'll be winding down. So, here we go. This is where the explore page is. And as I've told you before, if you do not have, if you do not have the login, you can go ahead, get the login from your class teacher, and your class teacher will give you the login. You can go ahead and use that login. That'll be your private one. You can change your password. You can have your parents also involved in this. Okay. And whatever you want, you can go ahead, learn, and be happy. Right? Everybody gets it? Also, the link for these videos, right? The link for these sessions, live sessions that were happening, summer sessions, you get it from your class teachers. But don't worry about it if you don't get it every week, okay? Because once you get the link, you can click on the same link and you will end up coming to the session, okay? So, once you get the link, the same link will get you to every session. Don't worry about it. Just keep that link. Okay? Yeah? All right. And now tell me, how many of you are going to promise me that you are going to do the exercises and come back in the next session and tell me, yes, ma'am, we did the exercises. Come on, tell me in the chat right now. Give me a thumbs up. Tell me, ma'am, yes, I'm going to do the exercises. Yes, yes, I'm going to do the exercises. Yes? Yeah? Okay. Yes? I can see. Okay. All right. I can see. Maya says, yes, she's going to do the exercises. And Shivram says, ma'am, I promise you, yes, Shivram, I am going to hold you to that promise. Okay, okay. Jayashri says, me, yes, you will do this. Shushmita says, yes. Debrai says, yes. Pradeep says, yes. All right. Selvaraj says, yes. Awesome. All right. Yeah. Yeah. We got to do the exercises. Right? And next Saturday, same time, 11 o'clock, we will meet for more musty with math. Yes? Okay, okay. Now, with this, let's go ahead and wind down. And I had a lot of fun with you guys. You guys were amazing. Keep being this way. Keep doing musty. Keep learning math, right? Keep practicing. Until next time, happy learning. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye, everybody.